Say Selenium class 41 TestNG Testing Framework for Selenium Part-2 TestNG Testing Framework for Selenium Part-2. Okay, just a minute. In the Part-1 yesterday's class we discussed 3 topics. Just a minute. In TestNG Framework for Selenium Part-1, we discussed 3 topics. First one is introduction to TestNG Testing Framework. Next, second one, install TestNG and write first TestNG program first TestNG program, or you can say test case. Okay. Next, third one, create multiple test cases. Create multiple test case. Just a minute. Create multiple test case in a program or class and execute. Run means execution. Okay, we discussed these 3 topics. Next, today we are going to discuss 2 more topics. Part 2. Fourth concept, executing multiple programs, not only multiple test cases, multiple programs. And one more thing, one program may have multiple test cases. Executing multiple programs, or you can say classes using XML. Next, fifth one, grouping test cases. Okay, 2 more topics also there. Parallel test execution. Next, parameterization, that we will discuss tomorrow. Today, these 2 topics. Okay, before going to this one, just a minute. Where is Vijay? Vijay not. Observe Preeti Joshi.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, last topic. Okay. This one, as extension of create multiple test case and run, we discussed prioritizing test cases, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Prioritizing test cases. Prioritizing test cases. Say, observe Preeti, TestNG program doesn't execute test cases as per program sequence. Suppose first line first, second line next, third line next, like. Suppose if it is Java program, general Java program, or any other computer program, they execute as per program sequence only, one by one, line by line, first line, next second line, third line, like that, last line. They won't execute first middle line, next last line, next third first line like. But TestNG program different. Here we are writing test cases. How TestNG programs execute? As per test case alphabetical order. Getting the point, Preeti Joshi?
Yes, sir.
As per alphabetical order. Okay. Suppose
Yes, sir.
suppose you write 10 test cases in your TestNG program. Suppose first test case uh, starts with Z. Last test case starts with A. Uh, okay, small letters or bigger letters, both are same. Example. Then it will execute first last test case. Why? As per alphabetical order. Okay, that is the general rule. What is the general rule of TestNG program? Preeti, what is the general rule of TestNG program?
Yeah, it will execute by alphabetical.
It will execute test cases alphabetical order, not
Yes, sir.
not in program sequence, code sequence. Okay. Next, in order to prioritize test cases, suppose I don't want alphabetical order. If it executes alphabetical order, my program will fail. That is not the correct sequence example. That time you can prioritize the test cases. How can you prioritize test cases, Preeti? How can you prioritize test cases? Using
Priority equal
see,
to.
not only one. Using priority, using priority. Next, depends.
Dependent.
Depends on methods. Depends on methods and always, always R capital. Always run attributes, attributes, attributes. No, just a minute. We can we can prioritize. We can prioritize test cases. This is first point. Okay, Jyotirmai. Okay, Preeti Joshi, I will call you. You come, Jyotirmai, for some time. Jyotirmai.
Okay, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
Jyotirmai.
sir.
Next, using priority. When you choose priority, priority attribute, Jyotirmai. Remember? Suppose we have a TestNG program with multiple test case.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Then when to choose?
So
Suppose
we have to which
if there is
functionality we
no
want to run first. Dependence.
Functionality, if there is no functionality,
Dependencies.
Dependency among test cases in the TestNG. Yesterday we discussed, see once again, prioritizing test cases topic. In the TestNG program, then choose this one, priority attribute. Then choose priority attribute. Vijay,
Sir.
Why you joined late? Yesterday you asked one question now, prioritizing test cases. Today I am explaining
Yes,
it
sir.
first session, but you joined after 10 minutes. Okay, try to join in time daily.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Ah,
That, but okay, sir. I'll not.
ah.
Sir, yesterday you told that test cases, that 4 test cases which you explained, sir, and you told test cases 1 depends on test case 2, test case 2 depends on
Just
test
a
case
minute.
3, but
What
test
I
case
am?
4.
You are not connecting me, Vijay. What I told just now, you are not connecting. Your version you are telling. What I told just now. Why you joined late 10 minutes? I am
Sir, I
explaining
came to
your
office, sir.
yesterday's doubt in the first session.
Okay, sir.
I am explaining your yesterday's doubt only. Actually, this is not the today's topic. Prioritizing test cases. Yesterday last topic. I 2 times explained yesterday. Maximum people got the point, but you raised the issue. But that time, 2 hours 10 minutes over. That's why I stopped the class. Today in the today's first session, I am explaining that concept only. But you didn't join. That's why I am asking. But again, you are asking that question. You are not connecting to me. Connect. See, observe. Yesterday, see first one. Observe, Vijay. Try to join in time. Okay, my side also problems are there. Sometimes due to environment problem, I cancelled the classes also. Problems are there, but try to join all of the participants. Listen, try to join in time, sharp 6:30. And one more thing, listen carefully and maintain your environment in proper condition. You see, some people disconnecting and connecting again. That time you may lose some concepts. Okay, Vijay, what is your query, Vijay? Tell me now. Your query
Sir,
only. I am
yesterday,
explaining this first session. Actually, this prioritizing test cases is not part of this today's session. Yesterday's session only. Continue.
sir, yesterday you at the last moment you explained one scenario, sir, that is relating the dependency on the test cases.
Yes,
Sorry.
that is also I am explaining. Still, you are not sinking. That concept only I am explaining, Vijay. What is the problem?
No, sir, always run was my question, sir. Always run. When the dependency test cases
Yes,
fail, so.
I'm going to explain. I'm started just
Okay, okay,
now.
sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
I thought you wanted to ask my question, so I was trying to ask my question, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir, I got it, sir.
Okay, cool. Observe, Vijay. You come only. You come. See, be sharp.
Okay, sir.
Say, our concept is yesterday last topic is prioritizing test cases. Say, TestNG program or TestNG testing framework. TestNG testing framework primary advantage is one of the primary advantages is prioritizing test cases. Okay. How to provide priorities for test cases using priority depends on methods and always run attributes. All these three are attributes. We can prioritize test cases. That is clear. Next, first I am taking this priority attribute. When to take this priority attribute? Okay. When to choose? If there is no functionality dependency among test cases, then choose priority attribute. Means suppose in our TestNG program, 4 test cases are there. No functionality dependency among test cases. First test case, independent. Second one, independent. Third one, independent. Fourth one, independent. Suppose second one fails due to application defect. No problem. third one also independent, fourth one also independent. It will execute all four using priority. If you provide priority 1, 2, 3, 4, then it will log first passed, second passed, fourth passed, first passed test cases. Next, at the end, third failed. Okay. What is the advantage of priority? It won't skip test cases. Even though any one test case fails at middle of the execution, it will continue the execution and logs the defect only. No skips. When to choose if there is no functionality dependency. Observe Vijay. Suppose if any functionality dependency is there, can you choose priority attribute?
No, sir.
Why? Suppose first case output is input for second case. Second case output is input for third. Third case output is input for fourth. Suppose second case fails due to application defect. Third case, okay, our code syntax is correct and application also correct. That time it has to pass, but it will fail. Why? Second test case output is input for third test case. It will fail. So if functionality dependency is there, we cannot choose priority. Why? Priority will execute test cases blindly, one by one. Now tell me, Vijay, when to choose priority attribute?
Sir, when there is no dependency in the between test cases, sir, then you need to choose.
What dependency?
The output of first test case is the input for the.
What dependency? Tell me in clear way. What dependency, Jyotirmay?
Input data.
No. What dependency, Jyotirmay? Smriti.
Sir, functionality dependency.
Yes, functionality dependency. Observe Vijay. What is the dependency?
Functionality
dependency. That is the term. Okay. Suppose first test case input is, first test case output is input for second test case. What is the concept? Functionality dependency. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Continue. When to choose priority attribute for prioritizing TestNG test cases?
Sir, when the functionality
if there is no functionality dependency among test cases, then you can choose priority attribute. It won't skip test cases. Suppose if any one test case fails at middle of the execution, it won't stop the execution. It will continue the execution. Next test case may pass. Remaining test cases may pass. At the end, it will log the pass and fail statuses. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Next, another scenario, Vijay, observe. Suppose if there is any functionality dependency, among the test cases, then choose depends O capital on M capital methods, depends on methods attribute. Okay na? Observe Vijay Bhairappa. Suppose if any functionality dependency is there among test cases in your TestNG program, then don't choose priority. Choose depends on methods. Suppose first leave, second one depends on method first one, third one depends on method second one, like that. Suppose if any one test case fails at middle of the execution, it won't execute remaining, it won't execute next test case, it will skip that one. It will skip that one. So you can rectify the problem. Understand the concept, Jyotirmayi? Jyotirmayi. Vijay,
Yes, sir.
understand the concept?
Yes, sir.
When to choose depends on methods. Suppose priority we discussed. If there is no functionality dependency, suppose when to choose depends on methods. Single word. Depends on methods attribute.
Sir, when functionality dependency is there between the test cases. Sir.
Among the test cases. Okay. If any functionality dependency is there, suppose first test case output is input for second test case, second post condition is precondition for third, like that. If you
Yes,
choose
sir.
priority, what will happen? Suppose second test case fails, it will execute third test case blindly. Suppose for third test case, no input from second test case, then it will fail, even though code is correct and application also correct. Example, that time priority attribute is not suitable. If you select depends on methods, suppose if first it will execute first test case, second test case. If first will pass, then it will execute second. Second will pass third. Third will pass fourth, like that. Suppose if any test case fails at middle of the execution, then it will skip the next test case. It will skip the remaining test cases. Then you can rectify the problem. Okay, now this concept.
Yes, sir.
Next come you asked third another scenario, Vijay. Suppose
Yes, sir.
if there is any functionality dependency among, just a minute, if the functionality dependency among not all test cases, Vijay, some test cases in the TestNG program, then choose depends on methods and always run attributes. Now observe, Vijay, all of you observe carefully. Third scenario, typical scenario. Suppose no functionality dependency, choose priority. Functionality dependency is there among test cases, choose depends on methods. Next, third one, hybrid scenario. For example, Vijay, we have 10 test cases in our TestNG program. Among first 4 test cases, no functionality dependency, or first 2 cases, no functionality dependency. Next, third case, functionality dependency is there. Means some test cases having functionality dependency, some are not having no functionality dependency. That time, if you choose depends on methods, suppose first one leave, second one depends on method first, third one depends on method second, fourth one depends on method third, fifth one depends on method fourth. Okay, suppose if fourth, if third test case fails, fourth won't execute now, as per depends on methods.
Yes, sir.
For example, in between third and fourth test cases, no functionality dependency. But fifth and sixth and seventh, 1 and 2, 2 and 3 functionality dependency there.
Is there.
But in between third and 4, no functionality dependency. If third test case fails, what will happen? fourth won't be executed.
Executed.
That time I want to run that fourth one forcibly. For remaining test cases, dependency is there. That time you provide these two attributes for fourth test case. Depends on methods third one and always run equal to true. Means if third case fails also, you run the fourth blindly. Suppose if fourth test case passes, then it will execute 5, 6, 7 like that. Getting this point?
Okay, sir.
Any problem? Tell me, ask me.
So just now you told me, sir, like a third test case fails, so fourth does not execute.
Yes,
So we are
suppose
introducing
functionality
one more new
dependency.
attribute.
See, a mixed scenario. Functionality dependency is there, priority. Functionality dependency is not there, then priority. Functionality dependency is there among all test cases, then depends on methods. Next, mixed. Suppose for some test cases dependency is there, for some test cases no dependency. For that, if you select priority, what will happen? Suppose it will execute all test cases blindly, even though functionality dependency is there among some test cases. Depends on method also problem. If you select depends on methods and always run, then it will execute that without functionality dependency test case blindly. Getting?
Yes, sir.
No, you are not confirmed. Tell me,
Yes,
what is
sir.
your
Only
problem?
last one, sir.
Pardon?
Sir, you told you're introducing. Sir, you told you're introducing the always run on the fourth test case. If it fails, it won't execute fifth one, sir, or
Yes.
it will execute.
Yes. If dependency is there, it won't execute. If just a minute. See, be sharp.
No, no, sir. I understood till what you told,
No.
sir.
You are
My
not
question.
understanding. You are not. Just a minute. Test case 1. Test case 2. Simple concept. Test case 4. Observe, Vijay. No functionality dependency. No functionality dependency. Suppose if you select priority, suppose all passes, okay, it will execute test case 1 passed, 2 passed, 3 passed, 4 passed. Okay. Suppose any mistake or defect in third one, first it will execute first one pass, second one pass, third one fails, but it won't stop the execution. It will execute fourth one pass, okay, fail, that is different scenario, no issue. But it will execute all the test cases continuously. Here no functionality dependency. Suppose if third case fails, no problem, it will execute fourth case. If fourth case pass, okay. Next, second scenario, functionality dependency is there. First test case output, input for second output for third output for fourth. That time if you use priority, it is not suitable. Why? Suppose if second test case fails, first pass, it will execute second fails, but it will execute third blindly. But second case output is input for third case. So definitely third case will fail. Why? Second case output is input for third one. Even though it is correct code and application also correct example, it will fail. So in this scenario, priority not suitable. So select depends on methods. If you select depends on methods, first leave it. Second, depends on methods, first one. Third, depends on methods, second one.
Two, sir.
Fourth, depends on method, third one. If first case pass, then it will execute second. Second passes, third passes, fourth. Suppose if third fails, it won't execute fourth one. Why? Dependency is there. It will skip the fourth one. It will log. Test case 1 passed, 2 passed, 3 fails, 4th skipped.
1 failed, 4 skipped. Sir.
Okay. This is second scenario. First scenario, no functionality dependency. Second scenario, functionality dependency. Third scenario, mixed scenario, hybrid scenario. Among some test cases, functionality dependency is there, and remaining test cases, no functionality dependency. That time, priority we cannot use. Why? But among some test cases, dependency is there. So, priority is not suitable for entire program. Next, depends on methods also not sufficient. Observe. Suppose first one depends on first one executed. Second one, in between first and second, functionality dependency is there.
Okay, sir.
We use depends on methods. First one, it will execute. Why? First passed. Next, just a minute. First pass. Then it will execute. Then it will execute. Suppose it is also pass. Then it will execute. Why? It depends on method. Third one.
Sir.
Execute. Suppose fails. Fails. What will happen? This one
Won't execute.
won't execute.
Won't execute.
Won't execute. Suppose, just assume fourth test case is correct text case. In the application also no defect in the functionality, but unnecessarily it is not executing this one. Why? Because dependency test case fails. But I want to execute this test case anyway. Why? No dependency between third and fourth. But second and third dependency is there. First and second dependency is there. Leave them. But for fourth is independent test case. For example, if it is not independent test case, don't use always run. But it is independent test case. Just assume. That time if you use always run attribute for this third one, what will happen? Execute forcibly. Suppose if it is good test case, pass. Otherwise fails. But anyhow it will execute. Why? We are providing always run attribute apart from depends on methods, as extension of depends on methods, in addition of depends on methods. Otherwise it won't execute. Is there any problem?
No, sir. No problem, sir.
Tell me.
No problem, sir.
Okay. What about you, Smriti? Smriti Pandey, did you understand the concept?
Yes, sir.
Jyotirmai, what I told? Don't put unmute. Recorded session will be disturbed. Sirisha, are you following this concept? Concept is prioritizing test cases. Sirisha.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Good. Prioritizing test cases using TestNG. Prioritizing Selenium test cases using TestNG Testing Framework. Okay, using JUnit also you can conduct, that is different case. Now tell me, Sirisha, answer. How to prioritize test cases in Selenium using testing framework? Tell me the three possibilities. Quick. Not responding. Jyotirmai.
Hello, sir.
Tell me.
Hello, sir.
Tell me.
Yes, sir, I can
the
tell,
timing. Poor
Sorry,
timing.
sir.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
Tell me, did you understand my question?
Yes, sir.
What is my question? How to prioritize Selenium test cases using TestNG testing framework?
If there is any functionality dependency.
Just a minute. Before that classification, first general. Observe. In interviews also explain like this. Using priority, next depends on methods, and always run attributes. Common point. Using priority, depends on methods, and always run attributes, we can prioritize Selenium test cases with TestNG. Next, continue, second point. Now classify.
Okay, sir. If there is no functionality dependency among the test cases in the TestNG program,
good.
Then choose priority attribute.
Good. Continue, second one.
If there is any functionality dependency among test cases in the TestNG program, then choose depends on methods attribute.
Good.
If there is any functionality dependency among some test cases,
for remaining test cases, opposite, no functionality dependency, hybrid scenario. Continue.
Yes, sir. And then choose depends on methods and always run equal to true attribute.
Okay,
is
true
used.
leave, true is value. Always run is attribute. Okay. Always
Okay,
run.
sir.
Always
Attribute
run
is used.
attributes. Okay,
is
na?
used.
Okay,
Yes,
cool. Sir. Okay, cool. Put mute. Next, come Pavani. Pavani are there? Pavani.
Yes, sir.
Come Pavani. All of you observe. Smriti, you also. Bala Subramanyam, are you following? Bala Subramanyam.
Yes, sir, I am following, sir.
Okay, okay. Put mute, Bala Subramanyam. Put mute. Now come Pavani. Come. Next topic, Pavani. So far we discussed one TestNG annotation, Pavani. TestNG annotation. What is the TestNG annotation we discussed, Pavani? Pavani, maintain the timing. So far we discussed one TestNG annotation and we used also. Okay. So far we used one TestNG annotation and 3 attributes, TestNG attributes. What are they, Pavani?
Prioritizing and depend on methods and
Maintain the
always
sequence, Pavani. What is my question? So far we used one test annotation. Test annotation first priority. Second priority, attributes. So far we used one test annotation and 3 attributes of TestNG.
prioritizing, sir.
What are they?
Yeah.
Did you understand my question? Okay, put mute. Jyotirmai.
The
It
test
is
Just a minute. All of you put mute except Jyotirmai. Pavani put mute. Continue Jyotirmai.
at the rates. At the rate, sir. TestNG annotation is at the rate test.
Confusion. Description is confusion. What is my question? So far we used one TestNG annotation. What is the annotation? Yes. Next, 3 TestNG attributes, one annotation and 3 attributes. What are they?
Yes, sir. The annotation is at the rate test. Good. And the attributes are priority, depends on methods, and always run. Good.
See, annotation is observe, Pavani. Annotation is at the rate test.
Yes,
when
sir.
we use at the rate test, say in TestNG program we use methods, Java method syntax. We use test annotation for writing test cases. If you don't write test at the rate test annotation, then it won't be executed. Why? In TestNG programs, no main method. This at the rate test indicates that test method is one test case. Okay. Next, attributes. What we discussed? Priority.
Depends on methods.
Next, depends. D small letter, O capital letter. Depends on methods. Next, always run. Okay. And one more thing, observe, Jyoti, priority is independent one.
Yes, sir.
Depends on methods also independent one, but always run is not independent one. It is dependent of depends on methods, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Depends on.
Why is dependent? We cannot use always run separately, always run only,
Okay.
isn't it?
So we have to use always with depends on method.
Yes. If required with along with
Priority
depends
also.
on methods, not separately, not individually, not
Okay,
with
sir.
priority also. That is different.
Okay.
Now come Pavani. Now you come Pavani. Did you understand Pavani or any confusion?
No confusion, sir.
Okay, cool. Now I'm going to introduce. Say we have so many TestNG annotations, Pavani. So many TestNG annotations. But in our training program, I will introduce important annotations. Not all not required. In your real time also, you won't use all. I will introduce all important. Okay, remove that all. I will introduce important TestNG annotations. If you want to use any rare annotation, then you can get help from TestNG. That is rare use, but maximum 90 to 95% you use these important annotations only. Compounding. Why you are saying in dull mood, Pavani? Did you understand the concept or not? Uh, Test annotation we used and attributes we used so far.
I understand, sir. No problem.
Okay. See, you are not saying in confident mode. That's why I'm asking. Okay. TestNG annotations. Observe. Important. This concept also important. Observe, Pavani. At the rate test. At the rate test. What is the purpose of at the rate test? We already used this one. What is the purpose of at the rate test? Smriti? Smriti.
Sir, it indicates that it's a test case and
Yes.
there is no main method.
Main method different. It indicates that the
Yeah.
method is test case.
Yes.
That method. We use method syntax. Okay. If you write test annotation, that will indicate that method is test case. One test case. See the annotated method. The annotated method is a part of test case. If you don't write annotated, if you don't write at the rate test, so it is not the test case. Observe, Pavani, 17th line to 22 line. This is one test case na, Pavani? Verify Google.
Yes, sir.
Verify Google. In this, actually this is method, public void something. But in our TestNG, we use methods for writing test cases, but we have to use this annotation. Okay, annotation with attributes if required, that is different. Now observe this, the annotated method. Annotated method means test annotated method is part of test case. Okay, this we use regularly. Next come, today we are going to use some, observe, Pavani, before test case, before sorry before test before method, just before method. Before method. Next, combined after method. After method. Now observe Bhavani. Before method, after method. Earlier, we created some 4 or 5 test cases and executed first test case, second test case, third test case, like that. Suppose we are preparing end-to-end test cases, means no dependency, end-to-end test cases. Pavani, suppose first log into the application, next perform verification, suppose verify the title, then close the browser. First test case over. Proper login, next operation, next close the browser, over. Next second test case also, no dependency. Again login, perform some operation, then log out. Third one, perform, first launch the application, means login, next perform the operation, next log out. Here in this scenario, observe, for every test case, one precondition, one post condition is there in this scenario, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Suppose login is precondition for all test cases. Next logout is post condition for all test cases. Just assume that time you no need to write login and logout for every test case. You write before method annotation, after method annotation, then it will execute. Okay. Before that, I will show the example also. Just observe what it will happen. The annotated method. The annotated method will be run before each test case. Before each test case in the current class. Current class is invoked. Okay. Next, this one after method, the annotated method will be run after each test case. After each test case in the current class have been run. I will show that example. Before that, observe the flow. Observe Pavani. Example, test cases. Example, test cases. Suppose I have two test cases, Pavani. Two test cases. Before that, see, launch browser, then just a minute, launch browser, first one, launch browser, next verify verify Google title. Next, verify no space Yahoo title. Next, close browser. Close browser. Okay. See here, how many test cases, Pavani? How many test cases?
4, sir.
4. Suppose in another scenario, in another way, not 4 test cases, only 2 test cases. What are the 2 test cases? Suppose verify Google. Next, verify Yahoo. Suppose for these 2 test cases, a launch browser is precondition, close browser is post condition. And I observe Jyotirmai, I want to create end-to-end scenarios, no dependency. For every test case, proper login to the system, next perform operation and closing. Next, second test case, again launching the application, perform operation, close. Third one, again launch, like that. All are independent test cases, or you can say end-to-end scenarios, proper launching, proper closing for everyone. For that, suppose in my scenario, for this one, launch browser. I want like this, Pavani. Launch browser. Next, close browser. Sequence. Close browser. Launch browser. Close browser. Next, just a minute. Next one, close browser. Next, launch browser. This is the test execution flow. For example, test execution flow required. Now observe, Pavani, how many test cases are there? Observe this second scenario. How many test cases are there?
6.
Not getting. Balasubramaniam, how many test cases are there in this selected one? How many total?
3.
How many test cases?
3.
Balasubramaniam, total how many test cases?
4 test cases, sir.
4 test cases.
6 test cases.
Okay. Jyotirmai, how many test cases?
3 test cases, sir.
Sirisha, how many test cases?
4.
Sirisha.
No.
Smriti Pandey.
6, sir.
Cases,
Okay. My just trial and error. Vijay.
Sir.
How many test cases?
3, I think so.
3, sir. One is very
only because we are launching the browser once.
launching browser repeated, sir, and
Close browser.
very
Scenario 4 test cases. Okay. The
Yeah.
second one, how many test cases? Forget about the execution flow. Suppose launching browser 2 times executing, Closing browser 2 times executing. But those are not test cases. Why? Launching browser is precondition for verify title. Close browser is post condition. Next for second one, precondition, post condition. Next, suppose third one, precondition, post condition. Fourth one, like that. Then how many test cases?
Two cases.
Four.
2 cases.
Two test cases.
Two test
only.
cases.
Two.
Only two.
Because
test
only
cases.
Google and Yahoo we
Yes. As per this test execution flow,
we have only
we have two test cases only. Forget about these numbers. What is the two test cases? First one, verify Google title. Second one, verify Yahoo title. But for these two test cases, common precondition and post condition. All are independent test cases. What are the common? Launch browser, close browser, launch browser, verify title. Okay. Next, observe. Suppose observe. Suppose one more test case. Verify Bank of America. Bank of America title. Example. Verify Bank of America title. Suppose I want Google first, Yahoo second, just a minute. For this third one also independent one, verify this one. Now tell me, Pavani, in this scenario, selected one, observe that selected test execution flow, how many test cases are there?
3.
3. Verify Google, verify Yahoo, verify Bank of America. But all are end-to-end scenarios. Here, observe one more thing, Jyotirmayi.
Yes, sir.
In test automation, maximum time. Sometimes that depends on company, that depends on project, and sometimes depends on time also. But usually, in test automation, we prefer end-to-end scenarios. Why? If any test case fails at middle of the execution, no issue for remaining test cases, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And one more thing, here, if it is manual testing, executing, launching browser, closing browser for every test case, time-taking process. But it is automation. You no need to execute. Test tool is software. Software can execute test quickly. Actually, it is one of the advantage of test automation. What is that advantage? Fast. Tools are faster in test execution than human users. So anyhow, tool can execute your tests quickly. Then you no need to bother about if it is 10 test cases, 100 test cases are precondition for every test case, post condition for every test case. If it is manual test case, steadiness, suppose launch the browser once, then execute first functionality, second functionality, third functionality, fourth functionality, fifth functionality. At the end, close the browser. Why? Launching browser, execute first operation, close browser, again launching, second operation, third operation, time taking, and tediness in manual testing. But in automation, you no need to bother about it. Tool can execute. And one more thing, if we use proper precondition and post condition for every test case, then no execution problems. If second test case fails at middle of the execution, no burden, no problem for execution of third test case. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Say confidently, Jyotirmayi. Suppose if you have any queries, ask me.
Yes, sir. I got
cool.
it.
Now I will call you Now you come, Pavani. Continue, Pavani. We discussed before and at. Next, fourth one, Pavani. Fourth one. I will show TestNG program also, just theoretical first. At the rate, before class, at the rate, after. All of you put mute except Pavani. Before class, after class. What is the functionality of before class? The annotated method will be run the first test method in the current class. Only once in the class, not for every method. See, the annotated method will be run the first test method will be run the first test method it will run as first test method in the current class is invoked. Okay. Next, observe Pavani. Second one, the annotated method will be run just a minute. First will be run just a minute. Will be run before. Will be run. Okay, leave it. The test case. Run the first test case. Next will be run after all the test cases. Run after all the test cases, or you can say all the test methods, in the current class. Just a minute. Current class.
Even in the top one also, current is not correct.
Okay, good. Good observation. Okay, na?
Method will be run.
Method. That is the problem. Tell me, Jyotirmai, what is the problem?
No, sir, I am trying to understand the concept.
Cool. Current class have been run. Okay. Next, observe, Pavani. Suppose what is our test case? This is my test case. Suppose as of this one, 5 test cases you can understand. Suppose test execution flow. See, sometimes like this. Suppose observe, Pavani, in my test case, suppose here I used common precondition and post condition. Suppose first test case precondition, post condition different. Second precondition, post condition different. Third precondition, post condition different or same. You can use this usage. Suppose if we have common precondition and post condition, you can follow like this. Suppose launch browser, class level, launch browser. You can leave it as it is. You can leave it as it is. Launch browser. First launch browser, next verify Google, next verify Yahoo, next suppose verify Google first, Yahoo second, Bank of America third. Bank of America as per alphabets it is first, but our priority purpose third one. Okay, just a minute. Verify. Just a minute. Verify. Okay. Now observe Pavani. How many test cases are there? Pavani.
Three.
Three,
sir.
3 cases. Okay, good. But here common say launching browser only once per class.
Yes.
Per class. Closing browser also only once. Means launch the browser, execute first test case, second test case, third test case, next at the end post condition, close the browser. Earlier, launch the browser, first test case, close the browser. Again, launch the browser, second test case, close the browser. But this time not like that. Launch the browser, first test case, second test case, third test case, fourth test case, and close the browser. Okay, depends on your company strategy, your time, your company management guidance you can follow, but I will introduce all flavors. And one more thing, here also you can justify. Suppose if you have common prerequisites and want to save the time, you can follow this one. But if you follow this one, every test case is independent one, end-to-end scenario. Okay, I will introduce different flavors. Observe Vijay Bhairappa. Did you understand this second one? Class level precondition and post condition.
Sir, just for the confirmation purposes. Sir, you told for the top one, sir, like as you see here in the example test case, we have launch browser, verify Google, verify Yahoo, verify bank. So all this makes 5 test cases and individually.
Not 5 test cases. If you prepare like this, 5 test cases. Suppose if you prepare like this.
But if you prepare like this, only 3 test cases.
Only 3 test cases. Launch browser is not test case. This is precondition for every test case. Close browser is precondition for every test case in this scenario.
Okay. Then it becomes pre and post condition.
Yes, pre and post conditions. We can't say these are test cases. But we use test annotation for execution. But these are not real test cases like. Okay, now?
That is a difference.
Yes, that is the difference. Okay, after the example, you can get more clarity. Okay? Now, continue last step, Pavani. At the rate, before test, just a minute. At the rate, before test, next, at the rate, after test. What is the functionality of before test? Suppose if we are using multiple classes or programs, if we are running multiple classes or programs at a time means continuously, one by one, using XML, that time, suppose in our test execution, 3 classes are there, every class having 4 test cases, 3 into 4, 12 test cases. For all these 12 test cases from 3 classes, common precondition and post condition are there. That time you can use this before test and after test. See, first one, before method, after method, method level, or you can say test case level. Next, second one, before class, after class, class level. Class may have multiple test case. Class level, or you can say program level. Next, before test and after test, classes level, multiple class level, or you can say multiple program level. Okay, after the example you can get more clarity. Just the annotated the annotated method the annotated method will be run. All of you put mute. All of you put mute. Somebody's making noise. All of you put mute. Okay. Okay, Pavani, I will call you later. Preeti Joshi, you come for some time. I think your system also not making any noise. Unmute Preeti. Preeti, unmute. Preeti not responding. Smriti.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Cool. Smriti, continue. The annotated method will be run before any before any test method belonging to the classes belonging to the classes inside the tag is run. Inside the tag is run. Multiple classes. After example, you can get clarity. Observe second one. After test, the annotated method will be run after all the test methods belonging to classes inside the tag, HTML tag that I will show. Inside the tag. Okay. Observe Smriti.
Yes, sir.
Take the previous example. Suppose this is our test case, Smriti. This is our test case. Suppose, okay. Suppose test cases in class 1. Test classes in class 1. Okay. Just a minute. Verify. Next. Suppose in our execution multi-program, suppose 2 classes or 10 classes, 2 or more classes. Suppose we have 2 classes. Verify, for example, A, B, C, D, E. Suppose verify X, Y, Z, A. Suppose verify S, D, F, G, H, J. This is the these are the classes, Smriti, that we have to execute continuously at once, means using XML. Okay, how to use XML, that we will discuss later. Just observe. Here, how many test cases are there? Pavani, Smriti, how many test cases are there? Suppose observe that launch browser, close browser as pre and post conditions. Assume next, how many cases in these two?
Sir, 6 cases.
6 cases. 3 plus 3, 6 cases. Next, suppose if you want to use before test and after test annotations, here you can find common precondition and post condition for all classes. Now you can use before test and after test. It will like this. How? Just a minute. Just a minute. Test execution. Test execution flow. Test execution flow. Okay. Just a minute. First one. Second one. Suppose 5, 6. This is sequence of execution, but first one and the last one are not the test cases. Pre and post conditions. Observe, Smriti. Now 8.
Yes.
8 execution flow only. How many test cases?
6, sir.
6. Pre and post conditions. Sirisha.
Yes.
Sirisha, are you following? Sirisha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Now, Vijay Bhairappa, you come. First, we will prepare without before method, after method, before class, after class. Next, before test, after test. First, plain. Observe first example. Example 1. Example 1. TestNG. TestNG. Here, don't focus on attributes. Here I will use priority only. Don't focus on that one. Now focus on these pre and post conditions. TestNG program, TestNG program with priority attribute. Don't focus on attribute. Observe. Observe who is that person? Vijay. Observe Vijay. This is my requirement, Vijay. This is my requirement. Test cases. In the TestNG program. Suppose I want to execute first launch browser, second Google, third Yahoo, fourth Bank of America. But as per alphabetical, first close browser, next Bank of America, next Google, next Google, next launch browser, last
Yahoo.
first as per alphabets. First close browser, next launch browser. Isn't it? Verify V.
Correct, sir.
First close browser, good. First close browser. Next launch browser. Next verify Bank of America, P. Suppose first letter common, second letter, third letter, fourth letter, fifth, then it will take seventh letter. Third one, Bank of America. Fourth one,
Google, sir.
Google. Fifth one,
Yahoo.
Yahoo. Observe. Test execution. Test. Observe. Test execution.
Steps.
Test execution as per alphabetical order. That is general. Tell me the alphabetical order. First close browser. Next launch browser. Just a minute. Next launch browser. Next Bank of America. Bank of America. This is third one as per general flow. Means alphabetical order. Next Google. G. Google. Next Yahoo. Y. Small y also. Small y only I used just. Okay. This is the execution flow. Okay, now Vijay?
Yes, sir.
But this is not the correct execution flow. I want this one. Launch browser, verify Google, verify Yahoo, verify America, Bank of America, close browser. For that, use priority attribute. Okay, na? First, create the TestNG program, Vijay. Guide me. Suppose new class. Suppose class 3. No main method, just finish. Now declare WebDriver as global, Vijay. WebDriver as global. Why? We need to use WebDriver in different blocks of code.
Public static WebDriver.
Static WebDriver. Next driver name, that is your own. For example, just a minute. ABCD also, but use unique names, not standard names. Import WebDriver language binding. Over. Next, create test case. Create test case for
Annotation.
launching browser. Annotation I will provide. Public void means return nothing, only performing operation. Launch browser, open and close parenthesis, open curly braces. Next, first instantiate the browser. System dot set, type yes, select set property. Next, keys WebDriver, all small letters. Don't use. Dot Chrome dot driver. Suppose if it is Mozilla dot Gecko dot driver. If it is Internet Explorer, WebDriver dot IE dot driver. Next, path of the browser executable file. Suppose in my mission D drive, file name, executable file name is Chrome driver dot exe. Next, semicolon. Over. Next, create browser instance. Driver instance. Here don't write WebDriver. WebDriver already declared. Just driver equal to new instance na object. New Chrome driver open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Import
post
Chrome
condition.
driver. Next, just optional, maximize the driver, maximize the browser. Driver, type M, select manage, type window, type W, select window, type M, select maximize, semicolon. Okay. Over, Vijay, over. Next, here you no need to maintain sequence. Anyhow, we will provide priority. Before that, provide annotation, Vijay, annotation. At the rate test. Next, import at the rate test annotation from TestNG. Over. Now, Vijay, create close browser.
Verification.
Close browser. Suppose
Close
close browser.
Driver
Just a minute. Driver dot close.
Sir.
Tell me, Vijay, what is the problem?
Sir, you need to open the driver.get URL, sir. We have not given that.
Here you no need to maintain sequence. Anyhow, we are going to provide priority process. No need to maintain sequence in program. You can create last test case first test case last. Anyhow, we are going to use priorities now.
Okay, sir.
Based on your convenience, you can create test cases. No issue. Following the concept, Jyotirmai.
Sir, I got it, sir.
Okay, cool. Verify Google. Verify Google title. Verify Google title. Verify Google title. Observe driver dot get. All of you put mute except Vijay. Driver dot get. Take the path of the Google. Just a minute. Google. Next, suppose.
Sir, you remove that / or dot in afterwards.
Leave it.
Sometimes it gives.
What is the problem?
Errors.
What is the problem?
And after dot in, there's one / sir.
What is the problem? We'll check.
Sometimes it URL.
Not
URL
sometimes.
Sometimes it doesn't.
It is part of syntax. We will check.
Okay.
String, not URL. Page title. Page title equal to driver dot get a title. Get a title. Next, assert dot assert equals imported TestNG. Yes, TestNG only, no problem. Actual is Google. Next, expected is page title. Okay. Next, just a minute. Next, verify Yahoo title. Just a minute, Vijay. Verify Yahoo. Take this URL. Yahoo only the expected. Just a minute. Take the URL. Yahoo. Okay. Next, just a minute. Next, Just a minute.
Verify America, sir. America.
Verify Bank of America. Bank of America. Just a minute. Take the URL of Bank of America. Bank of America. This is the URL of Bank of America. Just a minute. Bank of America. Next, take the expected. Oh, lengthy one. Just a page source, view page source, Control F, title, enter.
Bank of America.
Here observe tag. This one, lengthy title, Vijay. Lengthy title. Okay. Suppose in this area. Okay. Now observe Vijay. Priority process, Vijay. You ask na, suppose if you want programming sequence also, it doesn't matter. Launch browser, verify Google, Yahoo. Okay, leave them at the end, close browser. Okay. But no sequence required, Vijay. Why? We are going to use priority. TestNG program won't execute as per programming sequence. Isn't it? As per alphabetical order. But you can overcome the alphabetical order using priority process. Okay. Now observe Vijay. Using priority. I want. We already discussed Vijay. Suppose if you don't provide priority, first close browser, next launch, next verify. It is not correct sequence. Definitely you will get error or fail status. You won't execute properly. Suppose follow the priority process. Priority small letters equal to 1. Priority equal to 1 for launch browser. Next Google priority equal to 2. Next Yahoo.
Annotation.
Annotation I missed. Just a minute. @test. @test. Suppose priority 3. Priority 3. Next @test. Priority 4. Observe Pavani. Suppose if you provide priority number, same priority number for 2 test cases, no error. Then what will happen? Suppose if priority number is same, then it will choose alphabetical order. Suppose if priority is different, as per priority it will execute. Getting the point, Pavani, or any confusion?
Yes, sir. Yeah, no confusion.
Okay, cool.
Sir, instead of giving like this public void close browser, launch browser, we can give A launch browser, B verify Google, C verify bank Yahoo.
No.
_, no sir, A underscore.
No. Method syntax only it will support TestNG program. Method syntax. Hello?
Oh, got it. Okay, sir.
Method syntax only. You can you cannot write your own. Method syntax only. Now observe. I think it will fulfill this one, Vijay. Launch browser, verify Google, verify Yahoo, verify Bank of America, close browser. Okay. Here 5 test cases. I didn't use before method, after method like. Okay. Just a minute. Run the program, Vijay. Run the TestNG program. Run the TestNG program. Just a minute. Bank of America, last one. Closed. Observe Vijay, tests run.
Yes, sir.
5. Failures 1. Okay. Anyhow, priority no skips. Why failure? Launch browser passed. Verify Google passed. Next, verify Yahoo title passed. Bank of America problem.
Wait
Isn't it?
statement. Wait statement.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Where is the Bank of America page title? Just a minute. SYSO control space enter page title. Page title. Just a minute. Google, Yahoo, next Bank of America. This time also.
Sir, it is different. It is different, sir.
Different?
It is different.
Bank of America, banking, credit cards, mortgage and loans.
It is hyphen there, sir. I think we have given something different.
Just a minute. Okay. Some difference is there. Okay, leave it. We will check it later. You take another one. Suppose read if. Oh, this is also lengthy. Suppose ICICI. Oh, this is also lengthy.
That is only good, sir. Previous only will do that.
Pardon?
We'll do previous only, sir. To work Bank of America.
Bank.
Yeah, we got the output now, sir. Sir.
Output okay, but not matching this one, na?
We'll put contains, sir. Assert contains.
Just a minute.
Hello, sir.
Here it's showing clearly, but why this one? Control.
Maybe the title is not completely covered.
Just a minute.
We will check the title.
Just a minute. View page source. Control F. Title. Oh, here some difference is there. Original title and this one. Some difference is there.
M dash they given as hyphen there, sir.
Some difference is there. Okay, leave it. You take another one for some time. Suppose
Sir?
right. What is the problem, Preeti?
If we will use the contents, so it is not going to work.
Contains also different. Here in between contains also you try contains. It won't work. And it's different. Suppose some partial part is correct, then it will work. But in that we used commas, there they used hyphens. It won't work. Try. It won't work. Okay, you take this one. Suppose just a minute. Oh, Bank of America. Contains won't work. You try Preeti Joshi after the class. Okay. Next.
Sir?
Tell me.
I have one question, sir. Sir, after once this test case you executed, right? Okay. So before this test case, if we executed one test case, for example ABC, okay. If I want to see the previous test case output, okay. So will I able to see, sir?
For that we will discuss later. Test output here it will show current test case result only. If you want previous, you need to go to workspace, hard disk. That I will show later. Hard disk. You go to
Okay,
hard
sir.
disk.
Okay.
Now observe. GC Reddy page title. What is the page title? What is the page title? Software testing. Just a minute. Just a minute. Observe. Good question. Preeti Joshi. Suppose you executed first test case or program. Next, second, third, fourth. Now you are in fourth. But you want first test case output. Then it is very easy. You open the first test case and watch the result. You open the first test case, index.html. Observe here. Open the test case. One failed. Next, first one. Just a minute. F5. Just a minute. Index. Okay, it is not refreshing. Okay, I will check. Actually, Preeti Joshi, if you open the test case, that result will be along with the test case. Otherwise, we can go for workspace, hard disk storage. Okay, I will check it and I will explain the next class. Okay, na?
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Just a minute. Good question. Just a minute. Now observe. What is our test case? Test case 3. Now software testing. Software testing. Just a minute. Software testing. Okay. Now run the test case. Run the test case. GCRD 4. Okay. Run.
Even you should have changed that method name. Sir.
Method name, leave it. Okay, we can change. We can change. Anyhow, we are not using depends on methods. Now observe. What happened, Vijay? Earlier, that Bank of America title showing dynamically. There is different that we will check later. Observe this one. 5. Run 5. But test cases 3. Run 5. Okay. Test cases 5 only. Why? We are not using before method, after method.
Post condition.
No post condition, no precondition. Continuously we are executing using priority. So 5 test cases only. Yes. Okay, good. Yes. Now observe, Vijay, 5. What is the status? Launch browser first. Passed. Next, verify Google. Passed. Verify Yahoo. Passed. Next, verify Bank of America. I need to change the test case name. Next, last one. close browser. Any problem, Vijay? Is it executing?
No, sir. No, sir.
Observe Preeti Joshi. Preeti Joshi. Run the pro. Run the pro. This time failures. What failure? Verify GC ready title. Why? Any problem? Verify GC ready title. Software testing. We just changed that one.
Since it is GG, sir.
Pardon?
Any naming I took same, sir. Verify Google, verify G.
No. Difference is there. Now run the program once again. Run the pro once again. First Google, next Yahoo, next third one gcreddy.com, closed. Now it executes. Observe Vijay, environmental issues. Earlier it failed now, one test case failed now, this time all passed now.
Sir, you want to say it as environmental issue or you
yes,
want to
environmental
say
only. See, compatibility issue, not environment, compatibility issue. Compatibility between operating system
browser
and operating system, browser and our Selenium code. Actually, before execution, 4 passed, 1 failed. This time all passed, but I didn't change the code. You observe now? I didn't change the code.
Okay.
And one more thing.
Yes.
Whenever you get this type of not environment, this one, not environment, Vijay. If it is environmental problem, it may work for second time also. It is compatibility issue. Operating system and browser has to compatible with operating system and browser have to compatible with Selenium test scripts. Sometimes temporarily compatibility issues may be occurred, but you run 2 or 3 times, definitely you can get correct output. Otherwise, you check your code. Any problem?
No, sir, no problem.
Just a minute. You remove this one. You remove
33 lines. Sir. It is not make. It won't be anything. Sir. Okay.
We need to trial and error. Just perform dry runs. Sample runs. See, first launching Google, Yahoo, gcreddy.com. Next, close browser. Now observe tests run 5, failure 0, skips 0. Observe the sequence. It's not alphabetical order. We controlled the process. First launch browser, next verify Google, next verify Yahoo, next verify gcreddy, next close browser. Okay, this is this one. Observe Jyotirmai, raise queries. Jyotirmai, raise queries.
Yes. No, sir. I understood, sir, everything.
Okay, cool. Next, you come Jyotirmai. This time,
Yes,
first time in this first example, my test execution flow is like this.
Yes, sir.
Like this, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This is my test execution flow. Next, in our companies, we may have different strategies. So you need to familiar with all important strategies. See example 2, testing program with
depends on that.
No. Before
Okay. Before
method. Next, after method, annotations, annotations and priority attribute. Priority, okay. Priority required.
Yeah.
Why? Suppose precondition, post condition, okay, but I want first test case, next second, next third, like that, not alphabetical order. Now observe my test execution flow will be test execution flow will be like this. Launch browser, next verify Google, just a minute, Jyotirmai. Next launch browser, just a minute, 2, 3. I want flow like this, my functionality like this.
Okay.
First end-to-end scenario, launch the browser, verify Google title, close the browser. Next again launch, verify Yahoo, close. Next again launch, verify GC Reddy, close. See, end-to-end scenarios, proper launching of the application and proper closing of the application for every test case. If any test case fails at middle of the execution, no impact on further test cases. This is my execution flow. Observe Jyotirmai. Observe how many test cases are there, Jyotirmai? Earlier 5. Why? Launch browser also independent one. Close browser also independent one. Earlier 5. This time how many?
3, sir.
3. Now observe Jyotirmai. First one Jyotirmai. Change the annotation. Before
method. At before
method. It is also annotation. Next, import before method annotation from TestNG. Okay. Next, close browser. It is after method. After method means
annotation.
after every method.
Yes. After every method we want.
First one before every method. Okay. Now these 3 Jyotirmai, 2, 3, 4 you can leave it anyhow, small to big, but maintain the standard 1, 2,
3.
Just a minute. 3. Okay,
so for every method, pre and post method.
Yes, for every test case or test method, login is precondition, log out, what is that one? Close browser is, launch browser is precondition, close browser is post condition in this example. Observe. This will happen. Launch browser, verify, close. Next launch, verify, Yahoo, close, like this. Run the program. Maximize Google, over. Next, again launch, Yahoo, close. Again launch, third time, gcreddy.com,
and then
close.
Yes, sir.
Close. Now observe test run. How many?
3.
3
test.
Failures 0. Skips 0. Here observe. It is not showing login, logout, launch browser, close browser. It is just showing test cases. Verify Google, verify Yahoo, verify GC Reddy. Okay, na?
It is because the annotation we put it right,
yes.
sir.
For understanding, I will use dummy cases. Just I will show. Just the example. Now 3 test cases only. How precondition and post condition? I will try the dummy cases. You can use real cases, but understanding purpose. Observe just dummy cases. SYSO control space enter. Otherwise control space enter.
Sir, as the name.
Just a minute.
ABCD.
Google. Title is Google. Suppose passed. Title is Google passed. Just a minute. I removed that one. Title is Yahoo passed. Here I removed this one, Google. Just a minute. Application launched means passed. Application launched passed. Just a minute. Last one. Application closed.
Do we need to write for the third one?
Yes, I will change. Second one okay. Third one. Just a dummy test. Oh. Help. Software testing. Just dummy test cases. Software testing. Passed. Okay, you can write else parts also, but just dummy test cases. Run the pro. Launching Google. Next closing. Next launching Yahoo. Next launching third time GC Reddy. Close. Observe test run. Total test run 3 only. 3 only. Observe last one. Google passed, Yahoo passed. Observe the flow of execution. Jyotirmai.
Yeah.
Application launched passed. Title third one.
Closed.
Next application launched.
Passed and closed.
Next third one. Okay na? For every test case, pre-condition launch browser, post-condition close browser na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now observe Vijay. Are you getting Vijay or any confusion? Vijay, raise query.
It does the same thing, but only thing is it showed the.
It showed. We used Java verification. Vijay, raise the query.
As the name.
Pardon?
Sir, as the name said, it is before method, after method. So no need to define every time. So if you just beginning at the launch and the close browser, if you define, automatically 3 times means every method it will start executing.
Observe Observe, why you are asking this question? Invalid question. I am going to introduce all flavors. Suppose if different preconditions and post conditions for your test cases, use this one. Next, class level. Suppose common prerequisite for all TestNG test cases in your program. Common post condition. For that, class level. Before class, after class. Once launch the application, then test case 1, test case 2, test case 3, next close the application. Next, group level, group of classes level. Then what is the problem, Vijay? Yes. Say, depends on your requirement. You can follow, Vijay. I'm introducing test case level precondition and post conditions. Next, class level. Next, group of classes level. That is test level. Method level, class level, test level. Example. Okay, na?
Okay.
This is before method, after method. Now all of you put mute. Smriti Pandey. Smriti Pandey, come to this
Yes,
last
sir.
example. Last example,
Right.
quick. Example 3, Smriti Pandey. Example 3. Test we will discuss tomorrow.
Okay.
This time I will show the class level. Example 3. Observe, Vijay. Before class, next after class. Okay, na? Now observe, Vijay. Our test execution flow is not like this. Now, only once precondition, common precondition for all tests. That is general, like, just a minute. Actually, like this only. Like this. 1. Earlier also I need to write like this. 3. Observe, Vijay. First launch browser. Next, Google, Yahoo, GC Reddy, close browser. Common precondition for all test cases, common post condition. And one more thing, Vijay, this one, launch browser is not test case, close browser is not test case. How many test cases in this example? 3 test cases. Okay, put mute, avoid the disturbance. Put mute. Observe Smriti Pandey. Put mute, Vijay.
Yes.
Smriti Pandey.
Yes.
Before class. See, somebody is making noise. All of you put mute except Smriti Pandey. Vijay, put mute, Vijay. Okay. Observe before class. Import the annotation from TestNG. Next, after class. Next, import the annotation from TestNG. Next, priorities, leave them. Run the program. First, launching the browser. Next, Google. Continuously Yahoo. Continuously GC Reddy. Next, it will close. Closed. Observe, Smriti. Three
Yes,
test cases run.
yes.
3 test cases run. Next, observe. These are the 3 cases. Google title, Yahoo title, GC Reddy title. Next, observe the flow of execution. Launch, Google, Yahoo, software testing, close.
Yes.
Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Next, I'm going to close the today's session. Any queries? Balasubramaniam.
Yeah, no queries, sir. Thank you.
Today our primary topic is testing. First, prioritizing test cases. Then primary topic is TestNG annotations, important annotations. Any queries, Vijay?
Sir, just one question, sir. Like this is one is class level, one is method level. So this class level is the highest level, sir, or we have.
Pardon?
Like earlier we did. Sir,
Earlier we did
before
method level.
Method level.
Test case level.
This is the class level.
This time class level means program
Class
level.
Program level. Okay, sir.
Welcome. Next, Jyotirmayi. Jyotirmayi.
Yes, sir. I am good, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Preeti Joshi.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Sirisha.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Next, Smriti.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow, same time. Thank you.